Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thanks for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so much. Appreciate you and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged and some is not. And the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Well. Another thing that I was telling y'all about, Chris Brown. Now, I keep telling you, they have to be careful of the company that they are keeping, y'all. Okay? So, this is all over the place now. Chris Brown is being sued for $20 million, y'all. $20 million? That ain't nothing, to stick it, okay? Now, first of all, I had just finished talking about Chris Brown. I was talking about him and, his ex-manager. And I was talking about him hanging out with Yellow Nim, and he's tied to Trap Nim now, and that, he got them on speed dial every time he get into, have some problems. But I keep telling y'all, every time that these guys start hanging out with background dancer and Yellow Nim, then they, gets caught up in some kind of scandal or whatever. Now, I don't know if y'all know, his manager, Tina Davis, y'all. Tina Davis, okay? This was Chris Brown's manager for years. And, word on the street, this is allegedly, word on the street is that, there was some kind of secret relationship going on between the two of them, okay? Because, everybody know about, Hollywood and, messing with, the artists and all this other stuff, okay? So this was like the shoes on the other foot. It was a female that was in charge. And she had a thing, allegedly, for Chris Brown. So they saying that, they were messing around for a while. Now, she's not his manager anymore, is what I'm hearing. That she left the record label that she was with. But, remember I was telling y'all that now she's with Empire. She is the vice president of Empire. Okay, y'all? Death Pyre, where everybody signs and, nobody gets to leave. Okay, unless there's some kind of deal made. Well, I'm wondering now, are they trying to, I just said this, y'all. Everybody that's been keeping up with my videos, I just said this a few videos back. I said that, was this their way to try to, extort Chris Brown? Remember I said this, y'all? And I was like, was they trying to get him to, had out some convicts, in Virginia or whatever, because he had ties to Virginia? And, was this their way to get a hold on him so that they can extort money out of Chris Brown, y'all? So now, they couldn't get him that way because they got caught before they made it to Virginia, the people that had something to do with Dolph. So, ask yourself this question. Who's behind Chris Brown being sued right now? Now, he was allegedly at a party, y'all. At a party. A party that P. Diddy threw, okay, y'all? And he was on a yacht that's parked, at, P. Diddy's Florida's home, okay? And he was on the yacht, and they said that he was, hanging out with some female on the yacht. And she is saying that, she was given something, y'all. She was given something. And they're saying that when she was given something, then, later, Chris Brown took the cookies, okay? Out the cookie jar, okay, y'all? Now, Lord, y'all. Why is it every time anybody is hanging around, background dancing them and all of this, something pops up with some kind of female incidents, okay, y'all? Like I told you, everybody that's associated with Yellow, that's associated with Trap, they ends up something happening to them, or they're getting set up for something or whatever. But either way it go, it has something to do with, them, some money issues going on. So I want to look up something really, really quick. What is Chris Brown's net worth? Hmm? Let's look it up really, really quick. So they're saying that Chris Brown, as of 2022, good God, I thought it was way more than that. He is worth $50 million, y'all. So he's about to have, if he loses this case, he's about to have to give up almost half of the money that he has worked for all his life. And I thought he was worth way more money than that. Oh my goodness. He must really be, well, everybody knows he's on that, sugar booger real bad. Wow. Now I'm looking at another website and it says he's worth 60 million. But it's still, I thought it was way more than that. Now, another thing that's coming up about, Chris Brown, they're saying that, he owns his masters and all of this stuff. Everybody that they say owns their masters, something ends up happening too with them as well. So, you got to watch out for that. And like I said, who is behind this? Could this be his own street associates that he's dealing with that's behind this, or because we all know that, Puff Daddy, all of them is, they got this tight-knit circle. So they're always looking for the next person to take out, okay? And, I don't believe that he gave nobody nothing. Because Chris Brown, y'all think about it now, okay? Think about Chris Brown. He got females chasing him all the time. No matter if, he's on the sugar book or not. He got females always chasing him. So he's just not the type that I would see that would do this. Okay, especially at a party. But you never know. We don't really know these people like that. But to me, it screams setup. Okay, and if it is a setup, who is behind it? Okay, now a lot of people know that a lot of people say allegedly that Puff Daddy backdoors people and stuff like that. Could Puff Daddy play the part in this? And we all know that Yellow got females that under his belt. So could these guys are working together, y'all. They works together to take people out. They're always working on the next celebrity that they want out the way. Okay? And if you think about, Chris Brown, and if you think about, Drake, they're kind of in the same, bubble a little bit. But I still say Chris Brown has way more talent than him. But they're always working on getting somebody else out the way. And I just talked about him. I just said it. And I was like, the fact that he was beefing with his ex-manager and stuff, and they were having, he was saying that she was trying to sabotage his career and stuff like that. He just mentioned that she was trying to sabotage his career. And now she's with Empire. She's vice president of Empire. Could there be something more sinister going on with this whole thing? Y'all ask yourself this question because, how ironic is it that soon as, this stuff happened with these guys that, take Dolph out, and then we were hearing that they're on their way to Virginia, and then that didn't work out for them to, have something over his head. And then now, he goes to a party, and now somebody is saying that, he got the cookies out the cookie jar, and they didn't open the cookie jar for him, but he went in there and got all kind of cookies, the chocolate chip, the lemon, the strawberry, all of them. Okay, so is this a setup, y'all? Ask yourself this question. I keep telling y'all, people gotta watch who they're messing with in this industry. So is it a setup? These guys' job is to backdoor each other. Okay? Because it's like the survival of the fittest. Everybody is for their own self. And every time they deals with these guys, I'm telling you, something pops up. They're getting rid of the ones that's talented, y'all. They're getting rid of them. Now, is he going to go to jail? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this case, but I'm going to try to keep up with it because, I said this. And people just not learning. They're not learning. People are still trying to do music with some of these guys. They're not even as talented. I don't even see why that even, Chris Brown won't even be around Yellow. He's not even on his level of anything. Talent, Nothing. He's not on his level of anything. So I really don't even see why he would be around this guy, to be honest, because so much negativity comes from Yellow. So much, y'all. With him entangled in, getting caught back to back to back, going to jail. Then before that, being involved in this whole Mo3 thing. So you would think that a celebrity like him would want to stay away from somebody like that. Especially if you have a legacy, to keep up. Chris Brown has children, I just don't see it, y'all. I don't understand it. But every time, they never listen, and then it comes back and bite them in the butt. But, I'm not saying that this woman has anything to do with this. I'm not. But, the biggest scheme that's going on right now in the music industry is extortion. Extortion, extortion, extortion. Okay, y'all? If they can't get money out of you one way, they'll get it out of you another way. And this is what's been going on. We're seeing a pattern of it back to back to back to back. Anyway, I just want to jump on here and let you all know that, yes, Chris Brown is being sued for $20 million. Okay? They're not releasing the female's name or anything like that. But, it would, I'm curious to know where she's from. And who else she's tied to, because, if she's tied to any of these other artists that he deals with, or friends with any of these females that he deals with, his associates, then red flags, y'all, red flags. Anyway, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thanks for watching. Peace.